Hello, my beautiful lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Hillary with Hillary's Happy Nails. Today I have some painted nails, and we're doing something super, super fun. I am doing a curated nail polish collection for Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl album. I picked out 12 polishes that I have here in front of me that I'm going to show you that I think perfectly suit the songs and the vibe of the album. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Really quick before we go too far, I have on Tempest. Let's get a little action in there. This is Zoya's color of the month for October. So this is super pretty. So that's what I'm wearing. And now we will get into the polishes. We're going to zoom on in, get nice and close. So the first polish I picked, I apologize for the ugly bottle syndrome, but this is a beautiful polish. This is How Does Your Zen Garden Grow? And I picked this for the first song, The Fate of Ophelia. And I picked this because I feel like, one, it matches the cover art. If you've seen it, it is this minty green with orange lettering, and then Taylor Swift's kind of swimming in a sea of, I don't know what, but anyway. So she is swimming in a sea of divineness, and this is How Does Your Zen Garden Grow? And I picked this because I just got a very zen feeling listening to this song. I felt like Taylor was in a really good headspace writing and recording this album. And my favorite lyric from this song is, all that time I was alone in my tower, you were just honing your power, now I can see it all. It's such a beautiful lyric. I think it's so pretty. So next we have the second song on the album, and that is Elizabeth Taylor. And for that, I chose Hello Taco, Violet Nightmares. And the reason I chose this is because Elizabeth Taylor was famous for many things, including her gorgeous violet eyes. And I chose this color because in the song she sings, Cry My Eyes Violet, Elizabeth Taylor. And my favorite lyric from this song is, all the right guys promised they'd stay, under bright lights they withered away. And so for this song, I picked Violet Nightmares from Hello Taco. The third song on the album is Opalite, and I chose Zoya's Opal for obvious reasons. One, the name, it's literally called Opal, and the song is called Opalite. And my favorite lyrics are, it's all right, you were dancing through the lightning strikes, sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite. And I just thought this one was a perfect polish for this song. Just soft and beautiful and opal. The next song on the album is called Father Figure, and I picked a brown polish for this one called Orly's Don't Be Suspicious. And I chose this because she references the color brown several times in the song. She sings about brown liquor and mahogany grain. And in this, she sings, I protect the family. I was your father figure. We drank that brown liquor. And my favorite lyric from the song is, they want to see you rise. They don't want to see you reign. And I thought that that was very poignant, a very interesting point. Everybody wants to see you succeed unless you're more successful than them. So that is Orly's Don't Be Suspicious for Father Figure. The next song on the album is Eldest Daughter, and I chose red. I chose Hot Take from Hello Taco. And there's two reasons I chose this color. One is she sings every single hot take is cold as ice. So we have the literal lyric hot take. And two, because I feel like this song is about Travis and their relationship. And Travis's team color for the Kansas City Chiefs is red. So I thought this was a perfect fit for eldest daughter. And my favorite lyric for that song, sorry, I'll show you this a few seconds longer, is every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter, so we all dressed up like wolves and we looked fire. So that was eldest daughter, and that was hot take. For the sixth song on the album, which is called Ruin the Friendship, I chose Gray, and I chose OPI's Clean Slate. And my inspiration for this polish is that she sings gray overpass full of neon names in the second line. And my favorite lyric from this song was, and it was not an invitation, but as the 50 Cent song played, should have kissed you anyway. And I just thought this was a really pretty gray for that gray color of the gray skies and the gray overpasses with the neon lights. So then we have Actually Romantic is the next song on this album, and I picked Orange. And the reason I chose this is, I chose Orange and I chose OPI's My Chihuahua Doesn't Bite Anymore. And I chose this for two reasons. One is because it kind of, a little bit, matches the orange in the lettering on the album's cover. And then two, because in the lyrics of the song, she sings, but it's precious, adorable, like a toy chihuahua barking at me from a tiny purse. That's how much it hurts. And my favorite lyric is, you think I'm tacky, baby, stop talking dirty to me. It sounded nasty, but it feels like you're flirting with me. So for Actually Romantic, I picked OPI's My Chihuahua Doesn't Bite Anymore. The next song on the album is Wish List, and I picked Orly again, and I picked Off the Grid. Orly, I picked this color because I believe this song is about Mr. Travis himself, as several others are on this album. And I chose blue, this blue specifically because I think it matches his beautiful blue eyes. And my favorite lyric from this song is, I just want you, have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. We tell the world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. Sorry, explicit lyrics. So this is Orly's Off the Grid for Wish List. The next song on the album is Wood, and I picked another brown. I picked a dark brown for this. This is OPI's Band Tees. This came out in their newest What's Your Magnitude collection. And I chose this brown because she's singing about not having to knock on wood. But, you know, the other kind of wood also maybe. There's a little innuendo in there if you catch my drift. So, you know, but wood is brown, so we don't want to, you know, we're not knocking on wood anymore. We don't have to knock on wood anymore. So, my favorite lyric from that song was, all of that bitchin', wishing on a fallen star, never did me any good, ain't got to knock on wood. So that was Wood. We have the next song on the album, Canceled. I chose Sparkly Black, and I chose Smoke Show from Hollow Taco, and I was inspired to use this polish because it's dark and edgy, just like the song, and because some of the lyrics in the song, like first, welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark, and now they've broken you like they've broken me, but shattered glass is a lot more sharp. So those are two of the lyrics in the song that I think kind of make this the polish that represents those lyrics, this song. And my favorite lyric in this song is, at least you know exactly who your friends are. We're the ones with matching scars. I think that's really cool. So that is canceled. Next up, we have the last two songs on the album. So this is 11, and this is Honey. And the polish I picked is Honey from Zoya. I picked this yellow color because the song's literally called Honey and the polish is called Honey. So, I mean, and then if you watch the Spotify video art that they have, they use a similar color in the video art as this yellow. And then she does reference blue a couple times in the song, but I felt like this polish was the better one to go with. And then my favorite lyric from this song was, when anyone called me late night, he was screwing around with my mind, asking, what are you wearing? Too high to remember in the morning. So that's my favorite lyric from that song. That is Honey. And last, we have number 12, The Life of a Showgirl. And for that, I chose Zoya's Kismet. And I picked this for kind of the more literal reason. In the song, she sings, looking back, I guess it was Kismet, and the polish is called Kismet. So I think this would also be a good color for like the Vegas Showgirls feathers, or their like, bustiers, whatever they're called. And then my favorite lyric from that song is, pain hidden, but the lipstick in lace. Sequins are forever, but now I know the life of a showgirl, babe, wouldn't have it any other way. I know I'm not doing these lyrics any justice. Go listen to the songs. You're going to love them. If you love Taylor Swift, the album is incredible. So that was my curated collection for the new Taylor Swift Life of a Showgirl album. What do you think? Do you agree with any of these colors? Do you disagree with any of these colors? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.